Hi Aries, and welcome to your December reading. This is a pick a card reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There will be, I've been asked this time around to draw some love messages, and I'm going to do that at the end of the three piles. We are drawing three piles today, and the reason I do pick a cards for the zodiac is because I feel that there'll be something maybe in one, two, or all three piles that you need to hear a message on, and I feel that some of the messages that we're getting through are going to be different for everybody. They are general collective messages, and that's why I feel that some of you need a choice about what it is that you need to hear. I will say to also check out your moon, rising and Venus signs, as it will give an overall picture of the energies coming through for you for December. But to start us off, before I pull the cards, Aries, this is the second time that I'm recording this video, and I'll tell you why. Because I only did pile one in the last video, and something felt really off with the reading, and it's like a hesitancy. I don't know what it was. I just felt something just didn't feel right about it. And when I stopped the recording, I was like, do you know what? This isn't right. It's like, so I deleted it. And as I walked away, I said, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea and just like chillax and just see what is going on. And I feel like what it is some of you, this is what you do. It's like you start something, you do finish it, but then you go, no, that's not right, and then scrap it and start again. Or you're in that energy of doing something and it doesn't feel right, so instead of completing it, you start again. I don't know whether that's relevant for some of you, but that's the message I'm feeling that I was getting from the previous reading. But this is a brand new reading, so I just had to get that out there. So let's choose by picking the three cards that you need to tune into and get some messages. Okay, so Aries for December, pile one, thank you. Pile two. And pile three. There we go, thank you. So for pile one, we've got magical shapeshifter. For pile two, we have field of dreams. And pile three, we have bone collector. So I'll leave the video recording for a few seconds, tune into which pile resonates the most with you. It can be one, two, or all three, and there will be timestamps in the description box below. See you in your reading. Hi, pile number one. So you chose the card of magical shapeshifter. It's a 52 card, which is also the number 7. So I feel this is, and especially with the magic around this this lady, is that this is about your spiritual gifts. I feel there's a door about to be unlocked for you, a new opportunity for you to move forward. I do feel that you've been waiting quite a while for this to happen, but you're going in the right direction, and that's the main thing. You've been focusing on yourself, which is good, because it's something that you've needed to work with. I feel like in December, I think it's around the 8th, the full moon is or might be the new moons, forgive me, I'm not up to date on the moons like at the moment, but I feel like there's a manifestation about to take place around this next full moon for you. So let's see what is coming through for you, Aries, pile number one. What messages are we getting for Aries in pile number one, please? Out. Messages for pile number one, please. So we have the Shekinah, which is sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. We've got Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. We have Odin with psychic insight. Says your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. Krishna with devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance, your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. We have Archangel Michael with trusting heaven. You are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. And we have Master Buddha with increased awareness. Deep connection, trust your inner voice. Yeah, and I feel that this is what's going to be happening with you in December. Aries pile number 1 is that, like, you've been waiting for so long for your psychic abilities, I believe, to come online. And I think that's because of a bit of fear and a bit of self-doubt. But I do feel now, like I said, these things are coming into place. There's going to be a new door opening up for you. You just need to trust what is coming in. Don't overthink things. Yeah, so just trust. Maybe do a bit of inner work, as in meditation, go within. A bit of yoga if that's what you need to do. But I feel like there's going to be a sign, there's going to be some sort of sign that's coming down to you, so you'll understand where you are up to on your path. I feel like some of you are either about to go through or are going, or have just been through what they call a death, a dark night of the soul. It's like a death and a rebirth. And this is basically igniting, after you come out of this, it's igniting them flames for you. And this is where, like I said, your third eye is going to get enhanced even more in December. So let's pull the tarot and see what else is coming out for you. And maybe this is where the hesitancy come in the last reading. Is that because you don't know what's coming? You don't know what you don't know what it looks like on your journey, on the next path. And I think you've been I feel like challenged a lot over the last year or so, and it's saying now, like, we all go through different lessons. We are an earth school. We come onto this planet to learn our lessons, but now I feel that the lessons have been learned and it's now time for the next phase of your journey. What else do we have for card number 1, please? I feel like some of you are Andromedans. I don't know why I need to say that, but like some of you are Andromedans. What else do we have? Card number 1, please. This one, thank you. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands, the Justice card, Judgment, we have the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah, so I see basically from this is you've been getting messages in for the last while, 9-10 months, maybe a bit longer, but the messages that you were unsure of, you didn't know whether they were right for you. All messages, I believe, are divinely guided, whether that be through your ego or whether it be through love. I feel that like that was up for you to discern, and to try and figure out where their message is good or where they're bad. Because with this discernment, the decision, I've got the justice and judgment on one side, and I've got the 3 of swords and the 5 of wands on the other side. So it's like, were these messages right for me, or were they the things that don't serve me, things that are hurting me, things that upset me? Were they karmically based? Were they divinely guided? Like I said, this is where you've been going back and forth, because you're in your mind, because you don't know, you weren't seeing clearly, should I say. And now with this third eye about to open up further for you, it's about knowing that you can trust, you can trust the universe, you can trust the messages that you get being given now, and you don't need clarification anymore, because you'll have that inner knowing straight away. With the Ace of Wands, it's like, no, we're offering you, it's like offering you that olive branch in a way, I would see there, to say like, listen, you've learnt your lessons, we've been sending these messages in, it's been like rapid fire coming in, and you've figured out yourself what's right and what's wrong for you. And this is then going to lead you on to the next path or step in your journey, where, like I said, your gifts are going to get even further enhanced. Okay, what else do we have for pile number 1, please? Pile number 1. Thank you. 3. 4. 5 and 6. Okay, I feel like I need to move these up a little bit, so excuse me for 1 second. Okay. So we have Moonlight, card 51 or a card 6. We have the Peaks of Joy, a 33, which is also a 6. We have Encouragement, which is a 54 or a 9 card. We have Wide Open with another 6 card, 42. We have Dry Desert, which is a 31 or a 4. And we have Education, which is a 35 or an 8 card. So yeah, I definitely feel around this moon, this next moon is basically bringing in new wisdom towards you. You're going to be, especially with this education at the end, some of you are going to research more into your gifts. You'll realise that, like, if you're not already seeing them, when your third eye's open, you'll see the fairies around you. You'll see things that wouldn't normally be there. So I see that with this Dry Desert, because in a desert you could be walking for miles and miles and miles and not see anything, and then all of a sudden you see something there. And I think that that's what's going to happen to you gradually, is that once you get into, because I feel like you've been is the word struggling, or I think you've been overwhelmed and working yourself to the ground, basically, that you're not enjoying the things that are coming in for you, and you're not giving yourself time to actually focus on working on those abilities. But these 6s are telling me that you're coming into a time during December that that everything is going to become more balanced for you, and that's when you'll enjoy the what's the word I'm looking for? You'll enjoy your life more, because there'll be like a work-life balance. There could be potentially people around you who can support you with this encouragement card. It could also be the fact that you're helping others to grow, especially with this education. You could be teaching others about how your gifts came online, what it is that you do now, and how people are able to tune in to messages that they're being given. But I feel that with this wide open is that you're ready to expand, you're ready to grow, you're ready to shout it to the world. I feel like shout it out to the world. You've gone through a lot of transformation, but there's more coming for you. And like I said, these things you're not going to be seeing, which is why I feel like in the past you've sort of like been a bit hesitant about the messages and guidance that you've been given through receiving basically. So what I want to do now is choose some angel answer cards. They are cards that you can ask questions about, so the answers, if you need answers to some questions, I will be pulling 3 cards. You can pause the video whenever you want to think about those 3 questions if you wish, but I will be talking about the 3 cards as an overall general message. So you can pause the video now if you wish. So 3 cards then please. Oh wow, the 3 came out together here. So we've got this way, okay, not the right time. We've got abundance, and we've got communicate clearly. Okay, so these will be the answers to each of your questions that you had. If it doesn't make sense, overall what I'm seeing is everything comes in divine timing. So I feel like what happened in the past wasn't the right time for these abilities of yours to come into play. I do feel from December onwards, like I said, if you do your work around the moon, set your intentions, communicate clearly about your intentions. What is it specifically now that you want in your life? Because the universe is saying to me here that, like, basically if you communicate clearly, when you communicate because I think that's what I feel like you're all over the place. It's like you want these things and you want them quick, but it's like how I think that, like, it's like I said before, it's like I scrapped the video because it didn't feel right to me. But it's now, you're in the stage now, this is communicating clearly. Is like in the past you didn't communicate clearly, and it wasn't the right time for you because of that reason. But now when you actually set your intentions correctly, specifically what you want, clearly what you want, then this is when this abundance is literally going to come into play for you. You're going to be completely connected to source, and when we're connected to source through guidance messages is when abundance flows into our lives. So I'm going to pull some next steps for you there, pile number 1, just to see what else that we need to do during the month of December. What do we have for pile number 1 for the month of December, please? Thank you. So we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 6 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Star card, the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So the only card I see here that is a bit not worrisome, but like I feel this is the past, or this is you getting out of this now. So this is you breaking free from these chains, even though you see with this lady, she can walk anywhere she wants. She's not tied to anything. She's just tied to herself. And I feel like it's your own entrapment that's keeping you in a place that that's where the discernment wasn't there, is because you felt trapped in your own mind. I do feel moving forward, there's going to be a lot of clarity, a lot of peace, love if you want it coming into your life, but things that you love to. So like where I say love coming into your life, you can take that as a romantic partner if you wish. However, the way I see it is I love doing readings for people. I love talking about spirit. I love talking about the things that people can't see, because I can feel it, and this is what I enjoy doing. I feel like you have put a lot of healing work into your life. However, I do feel there's a small bit more to do, and I feel that this is where you need to focus on yourself in December, is not to overthink things to get you in a worried place. It's because victory is coming in for you. You are getting the wish fulfillment that you want. It's just about having that clarity. The Knight of Cups is moving in slowly, so there's no need to rush. And you've got the King and Queen of Swords here. If some of you are looking for a relationship, then you will get the ideal partnership. It may not be, I feel like saying, it may not be the person that you thought it would be. I feel like it's because they're not even though they're not a match, as in like it's not the King and Queen of Wands, it's not the King and Queen of Swords. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like the person that is coming into your life will be someone who is somebody who is going to help you grow further and to bring more clarity and peace to their lives. But I feel like with this Queen of Swords, it's about making sure that you're not... I feel like the Queen of Swords is like, tell me off and like I'm going to cut your head off or something like that. That's what I'm feeling from this Queen of Swords at the minute. So I'm feeling that like whoever is coming into your life, it'll be an even and balanced match for you. Yeah, so let's see what guidance messages we have for you, pile number one. Okay, so we've got a couple out, and this says clearing. It says remove energy blockages by clearing out unwanted emotional and material clutter and recharge. Please slow down. It's not selfish to take time out and look after yourself. And that's what I feel that is what's needed here, is like, don't come out of your own mind, clear your energy, clear the clutter from your home, and do anything you need to do that is going to basically bring the new into your life. Maybe some of you need to go by water, because this recharges over the 2 water cards here. And maybe some of you do need to go by water to get a bit of clarity and peace in your life. If you're unsure about how to clear your energy or any stagnant energy in your home, I do have a free PDF. The link is in the description box below. It just gives you some advice of what you can do on a day-to-day basis. But that was your reading, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed it. If this doesn't resonate, please check the other 2 piles. And also check out, like I said, your Venus, your Moon and your rising signs, as it will give an overall picture of what energies are coming in for you in the month of December. And don't forget, if you are looking more for a love reading, that will be at the end of the video, and the timestamp is in the description box below. See you in your next video. Thank you. Hi, pile number 2. So this is your card that you chose, which was Field of Dreams. It is a 21 card and the number 3. Now it's so funny because, do you know what I was telling you at the beginning, that I basically scrapped the video. This was the card that came out. So this was pile number 1's originally. So maybe there may be messages in pile number 1 that you need to look at. However, it's come out for a reason. So what I was feeling from this is that you've basically planted the seeds for your eggs to grow, your harvest to grow, and I feel like you've been putting your wishes out into the universe, and I feel like it's like you're hanging around waiting for something to happen, and because of this, what I was seeing as well in the past was I was seeing the fact with all these flowers here that there's something, even though this is for December, I was feeling that there was things going to be happening around between now and springtime. But let's see what messages come through now for you. Okay, so what do we have for pile number 2, please? Thank you. So we have Lady Nada with Heart Awakening, and it says awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. We have the Shekinah, which is sacred self. It says unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. We have faith with humanity and benevolence, and it says stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. We have Saint Germain with karma releasing, and it says move beyond drama, create your own path and make room for good energy. We have Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. And we have hope, and it says love is yours, recognize your divine worth, choose loving thoughts. So hope with love and acceptance. I feel because I feel you've been wanting something for so long and you're sitting there waiting for something to happen, and take this to whatever situation you want to put it into. So yeah, so I think because you've been sitting there waiting and wishing on this star, I feel like is that things have been going on without you. That's what I'm feeling, and I feel it's time now to come back into the present. Okay, we need to go back into our heart space, start doing the things that we love again, because that's when the harvest comes into play. And I feel like this is why, instead of just for December, this is going on past December for you guys. I feel like there's a lot of karma that needs to be released from you. I feel that's why I feel like there's a lot of inner work to be done. We've got love and acceptance, care and compassion. It's about you starting to love yourself, realize that who you are, start working on yourself so that you can shine your light out into the world. And that could be an intention that you put out to the universe during the because I see this moon here during the phases of the moon, your new moon and your full moon. Some of them, these eggs are ready to hatch. It's like I said, I feel like some of them gradually will start you'll start hatching out to some of these, or your harvest will come in December, but there's still a few more steps that you have to take, which is why I feel like for you, pile number 2, it's going to take that little bit longer. Let's see what else we have here then. So there's a lot of self-love that you need to do. You need to work on your inner self, whether it be your inner child or the way you put things out into the world is I'm not saying that's all negativity, but I feel like that because you've been waiting for so long that you're like, oh my god, why am I even doing this? Do you know? And I feel like because you're feeling that, it's that's the energy you're getting back on yourself, you know. So it's about changing things up now. I'm seeing also in this, I know we've got the heart awakening here, but I'm seeing all the colours more or less of your chakras there, and I feel like some of your chakras are out of alignment, and that's where you need to step into why did I say step into? Okay. I feel like you need to work on balancing those chakras. Maybe some of you need to go and do chakra healing or learn about chakras, and that's the next step that you need to go on to, because I'm wondering why I said step. There was a reason why. I don't say it just for the sake of it. So it's maybe that's something you need to go and learn about more, is your chakras, how they can affect you, and how we can get them into alignment. Okay, so we've got the Devil card, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Lovers. Possibly some of you, even though I'm doing the love reading at the end, I'm thinking that some of you, this is about romance for you. So whatever you've been wishing for, if it's a romantic partner, because I see this Queen of Pentacles like looking sad. It's like she's got everything else in the world, but like it's like, I don't have the love of my life. That's what I feel with that. And I feel with this Devil here is that you've been listening because you've been waiting for so long. You've been listening to the ego side of you more than the love and compassion side of you, and I feel this is where you need to get clarity around this. I do feel that there's somebody coming in into your life who is literally, because we've got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups here. It's about messages coming in for you, and if it's around, the cups are around emotions and feelings and things like that. So it's possibly somebody coming into you to actually be that support for you. Because with the Lovers here, it's like you've been asking for love, you've been asking for a soulmate, but I feel like you need to get yourself in the right place at the moment. Like I said, your dreams are nearly hatched here. It's just that there's a few more steps that you need to work on, but victory is on its way into you. Like I said, there is, if it is about love, you're basically, once you come out of this ego mind and realize that like there is better things out there, the truth will come in for you. What else do we have for pile number 2 then, please? What else do we have for pile number 2? Okay, so we've got compass with a 5 or 50 card. We've got rock bottom with a 10 or a 1. We've got slow and steady, which is 12 or a 3 card. We've got one ring circus with 15 or 5. We've got solitude with a 13 card or a 4. Making a choice, which is a 30 card or a 3. And one more came out as well, so we'll move these over. And that was strength, 44 card or an 8. Yeah, I feel like you have been on your own for a long time, and I think this is what you've been wishing and praying for is a different partner or a partner in your life. Maybe a different partner, I don't know why I said that, but you're headed in the right direction. Things are changing up for you. Just don't rush things. Don't sit around waiting. Go and work on yourself. Go within now. It's time for you to go within. Make that choice for yourself, as in like make that are you going to sit around and do nothing and just wait for somebody to come in, or I'm going to get out and enjoy life? Because you even need to look at this card. Look, the strength card. You've got the world in your hands. You can do whatever you want to do. We are all one. We are all connected. We're all part of nature. I do see this, even though probably a tree, it looks like a little person down here. So maybe I feel like that you do need to do a little bit of work around your inner child. But yeah, I do feel like you've put in the work. You've been at this stage where you felt, you probably might still be in that stage, where I feel like December coming into the spring now is all change for you. It's and it's looking at this like, okay, so I see, even though this looks like a pit that you've fallen into, I also see it's like a mirror image of yourself. And it's funny because 21 and 12 are mirror images of them. So it's saying don't rush anything. I know you feel like you've been waiting for ages for something to happen, but it's saying what do they say about the turtle? Or the tortoise, whatever you want to call it. Slow and steady wins the race. So it's not to rush. You're reflecting back to you what you're putting out into the universe. So I feel like this is why you have to do this inner work now, because when you get into this stage of love, compassion, seeing good in everything, seeing the best for everything, and feeling things from your heart rather than from your mind, that's when things will start gradually come into place for you, and these doors will open up then for you to make a decision on which way you want to go in your life. So what I'm going to do now is pull some angel answer cards. So if you have any specific questions, you can ask them. There will be 3 cards. I will do an overall reading rather than just 3 individual ones. But if you want to ask questions and you don't, and you need more time, should I say, then pause the video, because I'm going to be choosing the cards in a moment. This one. Oh, and you. There you go. Thank you. So, for question number 1, or the first one, is there's something better. Then we have it's up to you. And we have you're ready. Okay, so like I said, that's 1, 2, and 3 questions. They're your answers that you wanted for your questions. Overall, I do feel that possibly what you've been wishing for is this. Is why I feel like this making a choice card is here. You're going to be given a couple of options. I feel like what you've been wishing for may not necessarily be for you. However, it is your choice. We all have free will. It does say that you're ready. So I feel like, because I see the colours of the rainbow here, which is to me is like your chakras. is that you're ready when you work on those chakras. You need to balance your chakras, get into alignment with yourself, and the next step is here for you. But you need to make that choice. Do you still want to sit around waiting for the eggs to hatch, or do you want to work on it now? And I feel like this is saying it's your choice. There's this child here again in this card. It's up to you. I feel like some of you really need to do inner child healings. Now, if you're not sure how to do that, there's many videos on YouTube that can actually do inner child healings, like a meditation type, guided meditation thing. But it's like, yeah, once you put that work, and I see this lady on a podium type, a stand, and there's no one around her. But like, to me, it's like with this victory card, there's people around her who she's or who he's, well, they're looking up to them, should I say. But with this person, it's like, no, you need to do the work yourself. Once you've done this work yourself, that's when others will come into play into your life. And because I see that there's nobody around this this lady or this angel on this podium, it's about you now. It's about working on you. Don't worry about who's going to come into your life or who you want in your life. If you work on you, the right people will then enter your life. So I'm going to pull some next steps for you in pile number 2, just to see what we need to do moving forward in the month of December. What next steps does pile number 2 need, please? Okay, so we have Justice, the Ace of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. So yes, I feel like you're going to definitely be making that decision to move on to a different path and not hang around waiting. You're going to get more balance in your life. Now, if that's something to do, I mean, take this as is, but I see things like I do my readings more spiritually than anything else. But if you want to put this to a certain situation, like a legal case is coming right for you, then it is, because you've got the Ace of Pentacles right after it. If it's karma happening in your life, then it's good karma coming back to you. I do feel like there is an opportunity coming in to your life when you make that decision to walk on a different path than instead of just hanging around waiting. I feel that with this Page of Wands, the Chariot, you're moving into something new, and like I said, balance, synchronicities will start happening in your life. The Page of Wands, there'll be messages coming through for you. You're definitely at the end of a cycle. All them times you felt stabbed in the back, I feel like saying with that card, stabbed in the back, that's coming to an end now. But only when you make that decision to stand up for what you believe in now, stand up for who you are, to be your true authentic self, and stop worrying about other people. Stop waiting for things to happen for yourself. You need to move now. Like I said, get yourself into alignment and stop and tell the universe that you're ready for that next step. So one last piece of advice for pile number 2, please. Here we go. We have energy. Try to keep a positive energy by surrounding yourself with positive people. And I feel that with this, because, and that's what I said at the beginning, it's like you're drawing things into your energy, into your environment, because you're stagnant, you're sitting there waiting for things to happen. So now it's getting out, boosting that energy of yours. Get up, do something, and it'll bring you then, like I said, into the place where you want to head. And if that is a relationship, then that's where you will have the victory, basically. So that was your reading, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did not resonate, please choose one of the other 2 piles. I also suggest, like I said at the beginning, to check out your moon, rising and Venus signs, as it will give you an overall picture of what is happening for you in December. And if it is a message around love that you want, then don't forget there's a timestamp below to actually go straight to that reading now. And I'll talk to you in your next video. Thank you. Hi, pile number 3. So this is your card. Is the Bone Collector, and it's a number 1 card. So what do I see from this? Basically, the Bone Collector has everything that she wants in her life. I feel like she's fully protected. She keeps to herself. Don't ask me why, but I'm seeing something about Disney. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, let's see what comes up in your messages. The wands are also about new beginnings, so let's see what this new beginning is going to be all about. Yeah, it's like death to the old with these skulls and a brand new beginning coming into play for you. Let's see what we have though. So we have charity with prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. We have Melchizedek, sorry if I say that wrong, higher learning. You have learned from experience, more in his study is now required to progress further. Kalimar, facing fear. More major spiritual changes are unfolding, this is your chance to soar. White eagle, ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. And the divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So, pile number 3. New beginning, psychic gifts, truth coming to light about different situations, family history possibly, that you thought something was a certain way and realise now that it's not. Feel like healing needs to be done around this, but I do see with this lady here like this portal type gateway around her and the white energy coming in, and I feel that as you being now connected, your soul is expanding out more now, and I feel like this is what your new beginning is that you've learned the truth about different things, which I think is why I see this Disney thing. You've learned the truth about what is happening or has happened in your life. You have all the material possessions that you want. You are protecting yourself on a day-to-day basis, and now it's time to expand more. I feel if there is something that you are wanting, if it is around your spirituality, is that it's now time to put the intention out there that this is what maybe I suppose with this also the intervention and the purpose card is about what your life purpose is now. What can you do, what's your next steps to actually move forward in the month of December. How can you grow, and how can you expand your soul forever. Are you the person in your lifetime who was asked to stop this generational pattern or wound that's happened in your family? see. These cards want to jump everywhere at the minute, so I'd say that, yeah, look, I say there's a lot of energy around you. They're waiting to, like, it just wants to burst for whatever reason. Yeah, look, they all want to jump out. Okay, that's it. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the Tower, the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. While I was shuffling them, and I know there was a lot of energy in them, is I feel with this Face and Fear and the Ancestor Spirit being in the middle here, is that I feel there was somebody in your lineage, in your ancestors who, and this is quite similar to, I think it was in Capricorn, so some of you may have Capricorn in your chart, I don't know. I feel like some of you need to go and find out who was in, who in your past, your ancestors, who was a, I feel like they had spiritual gifts. They were either a spiritual teacher or a shaman or someone like that, who I feel that you take after, and I feel that they tried to work things out in the past, but because the past being the past and the way things worked, is that especially when it came to spirituality and people being different, that they were not able to do the work then in that lifetime. But I feel now you're being given that opportunity to do this. Yeah, I feel that in the past, so we've gone from the 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles here. So like in the past, this person, your ancestor, has basically gone from lack mentality to everything that she needs, which this card, everything that you need, you've got everything that you need in life. But then something happened, something it could be, what reminds me of like is like the Salem witch trials, is like something happened that you were caught, or you found out what it was that you did, and this has left future generations feeling trapped and not able to get back to this stage of balance of wealth. But it's saying coming forward now is that you're going to be offered an opportunity, and I feel it's when you actually go and find out what this was, and how you can actually change that in your lineage. How can you heal that? Because you've got plenty of opportunities. When this gets worked through, you can manifest anything you want. You can have there's things coming into your life that like is so abundant and happy and joyous. You have the choice of what you want. But I feel like some of you do need to work through that pattern that has been grounded into your ancestors and into your family now. And I feel that this is where this expansion is coming into play, and why during the December your psychic gifts are going to become more enhanced. Let's see what else we have coming through for you. some of you, and I'm looking at these flowers, it's the first time I really see them in the Magician, because I see something different in the cards whenever I pull them. And that came up, for one, my mother was an Aries, and two, she loved calla lilies and white calla lilies. Now I'm not saying that they're a calla lily, but just remind me of it. And I feel that as part of this, some of this is actually on your mother's side. And I suppose even though I don't think I don't have Aries in my chart. No, I don't. But I'm feeling that there's some of this messages for me, because I'm a Capricorn as well. Is that I need to go back, and I know I've been told as well that I need to go back to my roots, which to me is all about my family history and things like that. And I feel it's on my mother's side, and I feel that that's the same for you too. There's something on your mother's side that is basically there's some healing that needs to be done, or it could be the fact this pattern or this wound that needs healing. You may have done that, but you need to go and find out where it came from. So let's see what else we have for you. What else do we have for pile number 3, please? Wants to come out. Okay, so we've got Storm Fields with number 9. We've got Magic Prayer with 32 or a 5. We've got Education with 35 or an 8. Wide Open with 42. We got 48 with the Wishing Well. Spark with 34 or a 7. And Metamorphosis with a 7 or 25. Yeah, I feel that when, okay, so at the beginning of these storm fields, I feel like I said, there's truth. You've learned the truth about things, and I feel like it's what's happened in the world, and now it's your spiritual time. It's time for your spirituality to come on board. It's time for you to go back, like I said, and find out what in your past. Go and we've got education and higher learning here. It's learning about the things that have happened in your past or your ancestors' pasts, that you can put a stop to now. You can share the things that you've learned with your family. You can share with the world if you want. You're wide open, and I feel being wide open is that you're going to connect more to spirit. More things will be sent to you, more messages will be sent to you, but it's going to spark something in you that you can basically that's going to basically change your life. And I feel that this is what's coming for you in December. But it's about doing that work of going to find out what it was in the past that that caused this wound or this pattern to form in your family. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull some angel answer cards, and there'll be 3 cards I pull. You can ask questions for each one of them if you wish. I'm going to read them as an overall general reading. So if you want to ask any questions, you can do so, or pause the video if you want more time. Okay, and that was the third one that fell on the floor. So let's see what we have. We have let go. We have yes, wow, with an exclamation mark, and success with an exclamation mark. So Maybe some of you have already found out about this lineage, and you've been working on this. I call it a generational curse. I don't know why I say that, but like that's what I feel like it is. I feel like you've already been working on it, but I feel that some of you, it's still playing in your mind. It's like it's still keeping you in this lack mentality, and it's time now to let that go, because new things, good things are coming into your life. Look, you've got, for whatever questions you want to ask or you wanted answered, you've got yes and success here. So moving forward, overall, what I would say is, once you let go of the past, once you let go of the things that don't serve you anymore, if you've learned about your roots, your history, your ancestors, then it's time for you to come into balance. Things are going to soar for you then after this. But I feel for some of you do still need to do that little bit of work. So like I said, it's going to change you like this. I see it couldn't click then. It's going to change you like that. Because whatever you've learned about the world, that's okay, but like you've also learned now, you create your own reality. So what you want in your life, you can have. And this is saying, yes, you can have whatever you want in your life now. Do you need to do a little bit more learning about things? Maybe. But I feel like once your third eye is open and your gifts come online fully, that's when you'll have all the information at hand, basically. So I just want to finish it off with some next steps that you can take for the month of December. So what next steps can we take for the month of December for Aries? Pile number 3, please. So we have Judgment, the Empress, the Nine of Cups, the Strength card, and the Hermit. Wow. So funny. I was thinking, don't ask me why I was thinking this. I was like, do you know, I could just go and sit and get a nice cup of hot chocolate and go and sit and watch a Christmas movie at the minute. Don't ask me why I want to do that, because it's the middle of the day and I don't do that in the middle of the day, but that's what I feel like I want to do. Maybe some of you want to do that. Go and do it. Why not? Go and enjoy yourself. Things, I mean, you've got 4. For next steps, it's divinely guided what's happening here for you. So like you've got 4 major arcana and the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So like I said, whatever you've been wanting and hoping for, this is totally divinely guided. You have the strength, the power to do what you want. And I feel with this Hermit is that it's time for you to, if you've been doing a lot of work because you've got what you want in your life, you've been praying for the things, and I feel like it's time where you can actually now sit down and relax and go and watch that Christmas movie if you want to. That's what I feel. Get a nice cup of hot cocoa or hot chocolate and go and watch that Christmas movie, because you've put the work in. Everything is being divinely guided for you. You've got this wish fulfillment with the yes and the success card, and things are coming into fruition with you during the month of December. Wow. Okay, one last piece of guidance then. Okay, these 2 fell out for whatever reason. Okay, so the first one was teach. You have a wonderful gift for working with others. Have you considered teaching? And focus. You're in need of a clear direction. Decide what you want in life. Okay, so maybe with the education and the higher learning, maybe some of you do want to go and teach. Maybe some of you teach what you've learned and how you've dealt with things in this lifetime. I feel the focus is more now on so like I said, once you've done this work around your ancestral lineage, that you will have clear direction. You'll know exactly what it is that you want in your life. And like I said, this is being totally divinely guided. your wishes are being fulfilled. It's just that just don't lose sight of what it is that you want. Keep that intention going. Woe pile number 3, so that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it doesn't resonate, please check the other 2 piles, and like I said, please also go and check your Venus, your moon and your rising sign, as they will give you an overall picture of what is happening for you in the month of December. I'd be grateful also if you did like, share and subscribe, as it helps my channel to grow. And also if you're looking for any love readings, that will be coming up next. See you soon. Hi Aries, so this is your love reading for the month of December. So what do we have in the love department for Aries in the month of December? Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have make the effort. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Deception. And it says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Love yourself first. And that says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And separation. And it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So Aries, what do we have? Okay, so I feel this is the way it needs to look. Is that even though we seem to be back to front, like for whatever reason, but I feel like this is you and this is them. About an ex I'm talking about, is that you felt that the person who you were with in the past, or who have been with, was the one for you. I feel like you realised during that time that I feel like you've separated a few times from this person, and I feel like every time that you've separated, it's like there's more things that have come to limelight, that you've realised that that person wasn't the right person for you. I do feel with this release your ex is like this is what's holding you back from calling in this soulmate of yours. I feel that you are deceiving yourself basically, because you're not loving yourself first. You need to take control of who you are. You need to love you first. Okay, so basically the way why I'm saying this is because I feel that what we put, well, it's a universal fact, is like basically what we put out into the universe we get back. So what you're doing is, if you are not loving yourself, you're going to attract the people in who are not going to love you either. So you need to love who you are before other people can love you, and vice versa, and before you can love other people. If not, they're just lessons that you're being taught along the way, you know. I do feel that there's an effort that you need to put in about yourself more than somebody else at the moment. If you're in a relationship, that's all good and well, but you still need to do this work on yourself. I'm not saying that this isn't the one for you. The person you're with could potentially be the one for you, but until you take away the things that have happened to you in the past and separate the person you're with, stop comparing. I feel like saying, this is when you'll know that this is the right person for you. And this can be the same if you're married as well. Is that if you're in a situation where things are going a bit stagnant, you know that this is the person you want to be with. I mean, you married them, but do you need to take some time apart to figure yourself out first? Or do you just want to tell them, listen, it's not that you're not happy, but you just need to work on you? Because I feel that that's what you need to do. I feel like you're deceiving yourself more than other people are deceiving you at the moment. So let's get some tarot and see what comes through that. Oh gosh. Oh well, that's what came out. That's what came out. There was a lot there, wasn't there? Okay, let's see what comes through first. So we've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Lovers. Oh wow, that is so funny, look at that. The Moon, the World, oh wow, and the Ten of Pentacles. That's like the same type of thing, look. Once you look at things from a different perspective, stop holding on to the things that you are basically you've had from the past. You need to walk away from them things. This is when new love is coming into your life, and look what it's bringing. It's bringing truth, clarity. The veil has been dropped. A brand new world for you, full of love, joy, abundance and happiness. Wow, I mean, that just basically clarified exactly what I've just been saying. Okay, so let's just pull some of these and see what else comes up for these. I love it when things like that happen. So synchronistic. And then we have Kisses, and it says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Healing Heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Coffee Cup, oh this is so funny, watch. Meeting and conversing, savouring the moment, feeling uplifted and friendship. I was drawn to pull 7 cards as well, look. Twin flames right in the middle there. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Oh my gosh. And then we've got separation. Oh sorry, that says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion and union. And paradise. Wow. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Do I really need to say anything else? Because oh my gosh, that just basically says everything to me. Is like you here have had your heart broken because of somebody you've loved, but now it's time to get out and about and to forget about what's happened in the past. Walk into a new future. Look what is coming up. It says calling in your soulmate, the lovers and the twin flames. Wow. And this is what's saying now is coming up for you. Whoever you've been separated from, if it was a twin flame, they're coming into your life now. And a possible engagement coming up. So please let me know in the comments if that's happening for you. But know that joy, happiness and abundance is totally and utterly coming in for you. Wow. Wow. Okay, Aries, that was your love reading. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, feel free to comment and let me know how that goes for you. I'll also be grateful if you like, shared and subscribed if you feel that this will resonate with anybody else. And don't forget to click that icon, that bell icon, so you don't miss any other videos. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Thank you.